What is up, you guys? It is your boy Renton Biggers here, and welcome to another video. In today's video, we were going to talk about what I use to create a new outbreak mode. Now, this is a bit tough because it's not gonna be a very easy task to do. Like, make an interesting outbreak mode with outbreak. Obviously, you got Duran Fong, Terma, the DLC of Vanguard, number 1, technically. And then you have MWZ. So it's kind of tough for me to really decide what am I gonna do and what do I not do. So yeah, but before we get into today's video, like and subscribe, because we are on the road to getting to 400 subscribers, and it's free. You can always change your mind later. Enough said, let's get into the video. So let's start off, I guess. What are the good things for Outbreak? Well, I do admit they did not do a bad job. I feel like the point system isn't completely bad, but it's not great either. But I do think that the point system is very awkward and weird and clunky sometimes, so there is a bit of a weirdness to that. But one thing that I will say that this game does have is the fact that it has fast travel a lot on the map, and I think it's pretty helpful. And also you have side missions that are actually fun, unlike MWZ. Vanguard, there's not a lot of positives to really talk about. Because, I'm not even gonna lie with you, the missions, most of them are honestly just recycled. The Blitz is holdout. Escort is, escort. Standing on squares. Well, it's not, it's technically a unique one, but boring. Lame. I do like the Harvest one, though. The Harvest one I pretty like a lot. I honestly kind of wish that would come back. So yeah, but the one thing that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about for some reason is the Covenant system. I feel like a lot of people just completely ignored that the Covenant system was extremely cool. I think it was honestly, I think this is arguably the best thing about Vanguard. And I'm surprised that nobody talks about the Covenant system. I honestly really do, and I'll emphasize this, really hope that it comes in the next Call of Duty. But that's my personal opinion. MWZ, I'd say the highlight is basically it having more than just do objectives. Essentially what it is. Because you can get schematics and go into the Dark Ether. So let's try to combine this up. So let's start off with the world size. Let's do Duran Fungs. So what do I mean by this? I mean by a HUD where you essentially can pick any contracts you want, essentially. Rounds. Let's do the M. Do I do MWZs? You know what? Yeah, it would make sense. We'll do MWZs. Schematics, absolutely. I think should be a necessity. Dark Ether, yes, absolutely. Like I said. Contracts. Basically, most of every single contract in the game of Outbreak, MWZ, and Vanguard. Obviously, the ones that are unique, not the ones that are just ripped off from different games. Alright. Fast travel, there will not be any fast travel because the map will not be that big. So it makes things a lot more simple and not hard to do. Wonder weapons. This is kind of a toughie because it's like, I mean, I would say MWZ, but like, why would you want to do MWZ when the Scorcher barely would be useful, honestly? Like, because the Scorcher would not be useful, really, because you wouldn't have to move around the map that often. Even the VR11 has some limits. I don't know. Boss zombies. I think this is kind of a clear one. It's gonna be Outbreaks mode. The reason why I say specifically Outbreak, we're including Outbreak minus the Mega Abomination. Because I feel like a lot of people can agree that was not a good boss to add in. I think a lot of people can agree with that. So that is essentially the mode that I would have made if we had to mush these three things together. Obviously throw into the government system in there. So you have the government system, you have the classified system, or, you know what they actually could do as well? They could do the government system with the classified system, technically, and then have governments as schematics. That would be kind of interesting, though. I'm not gonna cap it yet. And that's actually how you would have gotten ammo mods back in the day. So I feel like the government system actually probably is a very essential to the loophole, I think, in my opinion. But that's my personal opinion. Now, you can hate me all you want about some of these things, but again, it's my personal opinion. And I just think, and I feel like a lot of people can say this specific mode in general has so much potential. It's just like, the problem is well, there's one key word that we can easily describe of why this mode has not been doing good, as I feel like it really could be. It starts with an R, ends with an H. Rushed. I don't think that's even a question. Rushed is one of the biggest issues with this entire modes, I should say, is it being rushed. Outbreak, rushed due to the pandemic. Vanguard, they literally only had 3 months to basically make it. MWZ was also rushed because they only had a year of development for that. So, you could kind of get the point. The point is like, there isn't really anything particularly good about all that stuff. Oh, Jesus. Burn. There you go. Reason why I'm kind of just like, this phone, I swear. God damn it. I'm sorry. I wanted to move so I can stretch my legs because I just have football practice. But the point is that I really do hope that the next game does bring an outbreak mode, as long as we still get a decent amount of zombies content, as in terms of round base, and not in terms of just outbreak. I know we already had 2 years technically straight, not including MW2, of just basically objective zombies, and some people may not want it, but I kind of wish that they did, because it would be interesting to see, obviously, if they didn't plan to do it, then I wouldn't want them to do it. But if they did plan to do it, I would be interested in seeing them doing it. What I want to see in general is a 3-year development for this objective mode. I think it would probably be pretty good. I think maybe some people can agree or disagree with that. You can put that in the comment section below. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.